All right, what is up everybody? Thank you for coming back and checking out the channel. So today I have something pretty exciting. I just got this bad boy in right here. It's going to be the front splitter for the Veloster N. Now I already had one on the car actually, and it was torn off. It's going a little too fast on the freeway, and you can see I took it off, but the other piece of it is right here actually. This piece stayed intact because the front splitter actually comes in 3 pieces that you just put together. But the other 2 pieces are somewhere on the freeway. My fault that I wasn't driving a little slower, but trying to keep up with some of your buddies can be hard when they're going a little faster than they should be. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the installation of this is going to be the exact same splitter I had before on my car, but I'm going to go ahead and show you now the process of installing it since I didn't last time. All right, so I already did open up the package, but I made sure to leave everything how it came. So this front splitter is only about 80 bucks, I think, on Amazon, which is why I bought it in the first place, knowing that if you're going to be putting anything on the front end of your car, that it's expensive and it breaks, it's going to be a real pain in the ass, but I'm happy with the way this one looked. Anyways, so in the packaging, they actually give you some screws, which is nice because last time they forgot to put these in. So I'm going to keep these right here, but the company does package the 3 pieces pretty well, and I'm pretty happy that they take pretty good care in making sure that these are packaged pretty well. All right, so if we open this up right here, taking out, we can see that the spoiler piece or the splitter piece right here is packaged pretty well in a couple layers of plastic. So go ahead and take the plastic off right here, the front splitter, and I'll go ahead and line it up next to the car. All right, so this is how the front splitter comes in 3 pieces. And what you're gonna end up wanting to do is it has these 2 holes in here, and the front splitter has these little pieces right here that are gonna slip right on in to the other pieces, and then you're gonna go ahead and take the 4 silver screws in here that are already set to about the right height, so that way it won't puncture through this piece of the plastic in here on the bottom up. And then the other black screws are going to go obviously along the side of the splitter up into the bumper to hold it into place, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that right now. All right, so I'm going to start going ahead and threading in these little silver pieces right here. These little silver screws, actually, not pieces, but I'm going to go ahead and put the 4 silver pieces right in here. And then all the other black screws, we're going to go ahead and put inside right here when we get the bumper and the splitter put on. All right, so once you have all the screws put in right there and that the pieces are connected together, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is obviously try to take the center of this piece and line it up here. One mistake that I did last time with this same splitter is I went and bolted in, or I put the screws in on this side and this side first instead of starting from the middle. So the middle kind of bent in a little inwards. So this time we're going to go ahead and start from the inside and work our way out with the screws. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and time lapse that right now. All right, so really quick before I start drilling in the splitter, actually just wanted to show you that if you needed something to hold this up, whether you choose to do it this way or not, I used little little cardboard pieces, and that way I can kind of see how it all looks, where it's mounted and whatnot. Like I can see it right here. I'm not too happy with the way it is, so I'm going to position it differently, and I'm going to keep this cardboard underneath here while I screw in the screws right here for this front piece first. That way, after this front piece is all screwed in, I'm going to work my way from the left to the right, and I'll have the front splitter hopefully on there perfect. All right, so I went ahead and got this side secured pretty well. The screws underneath. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see there's one there. There's one there, one on the edge, and then throughout the rest of the bumper right here. But we're gonna go ahead and do the other side right now. And just so you're aware of these screws, they are gonna obviously really press this up against the bumper and tighten them together. So hopefully this side goes as well as the other, and afterwards it should look like that without needing the box right there. All right, so the front splitter's on, it's all done. So it is gonna be unfortunately angled a little bit right here. It's not gonna sit straight like this. I don't know why. I think because this was made for a Honda Civic, like the 2016 to like the 2020s, I believe. That's why this isn't gonna sit exactly perfectly here on the sides. They're going to be tucked in a little bit. It's annoying, but it's whatever. It's a $60 to $70 splitter. Not going to cry about it. But anywho, that's how it looks from the top. And from right here, you can see everything fits pretty well, and it blends in. Since I have this blacked out and this blacked out, it's nice. I personally really like it. I think it's a great front splitter, and like I said earlier, when I accidentally went over a bump, it did rip it off, the previous one that I had. But you know, $70 versus like $1,000 for a carbon fiber front splitter, I mean, huge difference in price. Obviously I would much rather have a carbon fiber front splitter on the car, especially if it was more like a show car. But because I drive this pretty often, and I obviously wouldn't want to see a front splitter get cracked on the car, it wasn't worth it for me to purchase it. But yeah, anyways, so that wraps this video up. And if you guys were also wondering why I'm using an electric ratchet instead of a actual drill to put on the screws, there's like just barely enough space for the ratchet to get in there, but not the other drill that I had, the electric drill. So anyhow, thanks for checking this video out, and I hope you liked it. But if you have any comments or questions, or if there's anything different that you would have done, please feel free to put it in the comments.